Hi, friends. This is Mrs. Greening coming to you from the library today. Thank you so much for clicking on this button and getting ready to listen to another story. The one I'm sharing with you today is on the Minnesota Star of the North Picture Book nominee list for this year, so we'll be voting on it soon. It is a new book by this author, I should say her first book that she's written, and it's Juana Martinez-Neal is the author and illustrator of this book. And look over here, boys and girls. Her first book became a national Caldecott Honor book, which is a big honor to receive already. Every year, one receives the gold medal in our nation, and two receive the honor medal for the Caldecott Award. So she must be very excited. Now she's also got this book nominated for the Minnesota Star of the North Picture Book Award. Where is this book stored in the library? The call numbers are E for everyone right here on the spine label, and then MAR it says. So if you looked it up on the computer, that's what the computer would tell you where you go to find this book, right? In the Everybody section of the library and in the M shelf or box. It's a fiction picture book, but it is about something very real that we all have, and that is a name, right? Do you know where your name came from? How you got your name? Well, Alma doesn't really like her name. Let's find out why. Alma, Sophia, Esperanza, Jose, Pira, Candela had a long name. Too long if you asked her. Well, look how she tried to write it there, and it doesn't even fit on the paper. She's got to tape another paper on the bottom. My name is too long, Daddy. It never fits, Alma said. Come here, he said. Let me tell you the story of your name, and then you can decide if it fits. Sophia was your grandmother, he began. She loved books, poetry, jasmine flowers, and of course, me. She was the one who taught me how to read. Well, there's her grandmother, Sophia. So that would be her dad's mother, right? Well, I love books and flowers, and you too, Daddy. I am Sophia. Esperanza was your great-grandmother, he continued. She hoped to travel, but she never left the city she was born in. Her only son grew up to cross the 7 seas. Wherever her sailor son went, so did Esperanza. The world is so big. I want to go see it, Daddy. You and me together. I am Esperanza. Jose was my father, Alma's daddy said. He was an artist with a big family like many people had back then. Early each morning, he walked to the mountains and the plazas to paint everyday life. Sometimes I went along. Your grandfather taught me to see and love our people. I wake up early every day, and I draw a lot too. This morning I drew a kitty cat for you, Daddy. I am Jose. Pira was your great aunt. She believed that the spirits of our ancestors are always with us, watching over us. When you were born, she tied a red string around your wrist, a charm to keep you safe. Hello, Pira. It's me, Alma. Candela was your other grandma. She always stood up for what was right. Oh, there's her other grandmother. Looks like she's marching in a parade. Maybe to stand up for something she believes in, even though she's a busy mom with lots of kids. I am Candela. And there she is, kind of having a parade in her room, it looks like. I love the story of my name. Now tell me about Alma. Daddy, where does that come from? I picked the name Alma just for you. You are the first and the only Alma. You will make your own story. Alma, Sophia, Esperanza, Jose, Pira, Candela. That's my name, and it fits me just right. I am Alma, and I have a story to tell. And there's the last page and talks a little bit about the author. It says that she's from Peru and now lives in Arizona. There's a picture of her when she was little. Well, what did you think of that story? Do you know much about your name? Who you were maybe named after or what your name means? I know that my dad picked my name. I don't think I'm named after anyone special in my family, but I don't know, I was the youngest one, so maybe he just got a turn picking the name that time. But that's my name. But we're all writing a story every single day, aren't we? And this chapter that we're in right now is going to be called Quarantine 2020. And what are you going to remember about it? Maybe you could draw a little picture about what you're doing during the quarantine and save that. Write a little story about it so that you'll look back on that someday and remember your chapter in your story. Every day is a new page in our stories, and we all have our names. And maybe it's a good time now to talk about your name with your family and find out what it means or where it came from. Or maybe it's just special because your parents picked it just for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.